Imagine you're on a dazzling stage with thousands of spectators eagerly awaiting your every move. Every gesture, every word spoken seems orchestrated by an invisible director. This director, who guides your actions with precision, is none other than your nervous system. Without it, you would be a puppet without strings, unable to move, feel, or think. Get ready to discover how this extraordinary system works as we take you on a fascinating journey inside the human body. Welcome to Human Science, the channel that unveils the mysteries of the human body. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on our videos. The structure of the nervous system. The nervous system is a complex and sophisticated network of cells and organs that communicate with each other to control every aspect of our body. It is divided into two main components: the central nervous system, CNS, and the peripheral nervous system, PNS. Think of the CNS as the brain and spinal cord, forming the heart of our network, while the PNS is like an extensive network of roads connecting every corner of our body to the command center. The central nervous system, CNS. The CNS is the operational headquarters of our body. Located within the skull and spinal column, it includes the brain. It is the control center for cognitive, emotional, and motor functions. The brain is divided into several specialized areas. Cerebellum. Located at the back of the brain, the cerebellum is crucial for coordinating movements and maintaining balance. Imagine walking on a tightrope. It's the cerebellum that maintains your posture and coordination. Brainstem. This vital segment of the brain regulates automatic functions such as heartbeat, breathing, and blood pressure. It's like an autopilot managing essential functions to keep you alive. Spinal cord, a long bundle of nerves extending along the spine. This main cable transmits signals between the brain and the rest of the body, acting as a high-speed communication channel. Think of the spinal cord as a high-speed railway connecting the brain with all the stations of the body. The peripheral nervous system, PNS. The PNS acts as a communication network between the CNS and every part of the body. It is divided into two main subsystems. Somatic nervous system controls voluntary movements of the skeletal muscles. When you decide to grasp a cup, it is this system that coordinates the muscles in your arms and hands to perform the movement. Autonomic nervous system regulates involuntary and automatic functions such as digestion and breathing. It further divides into sympathetic system, activates the fight or flight response in stressful situations. When faced with a dangerous situation, the sympathetic system increases your heart rate and alertness, preparing your body to act. Parasympathetic system promotes relaxation and digestion. After a hearty meal, this system helps your body relax and focus resources on digestion. How the nervous system works. The nervous system operates through a combination of electrical and chemical signals. Nerve cells or neurons are the messengers of this system. When a neuron transmits an electrical impulse along its fiber, it reaches the end and causes the release of neurotransmitters. These chemical substances cross the synapse, the gap between neurons, and stimulate the next neuron, allowing continuous and coordinated communication. These electrical and chemical signals enable the brain to interact with the rest of the body, controlling everything from muscle movements to sensations of pain and pleasure, to emotions and thoughts. It is a dynamic and fluid system, always in motion and ready to respond to any stimulus. Example of nervous system control, the patellar reflex. A fascinating example of the nervous system in action is the patellar reflex, commonly known as the knee-jerk reflex. When a doctor taps the tendon under your kneecap, receptors in the muscles detect the impact and send a signal to the spinal cord. Without the brain needing to intervene, the spinal cord immediately responds by sending a signal to the thigh muscles, causing them to contract and the leg to kick. This reflex occurs in a fraction of a second, demonstrating the efficiency and speed of the nervous system. The brain, the control center. The brain is the most complex organ in our body, a true command center. Composed of billions of neurons working together to process information and regulate behavior, the brain is divided into various regions, each with specific functions. Cerebral cortex, the outer part of the brain, involved in higher cognitive functions such as thinking, memory, language, and sensory perception. Think of the cerebral cortex as the conductor of an orchestra coordinating all aspects of your conscious experience. Frontal lobes, responsible for motor control, behavior, planning, and critical thinking. If you're thinking about a strategy to solve a problem, it is this area that is working at full capacity. Say, parietal lobes. Process sensory information related to touch, temperature, and pain. When you touch something hot, it is the parietal lobe that allows you to sense the temperature and react accordingly. Temporal lobes, involved in auditory processing and memory. If you're listening to your favorite song or recalling an episode from your childhood, It is the temporal lobes that handle these experiences. Occipital lobes, responsible for vision. All the images you see pass through the occipital lobes, which interpret and make sense of what your eyes perceive. The emotional mind. How the brain manages emotions. Emotions are the soundtrack of our daily lives, infusing every experience with shades of joy, sadness, fear, and love. But who orchestrates this complex emotional performance? The brain, the maestro of this internal symphony, is at the heart of this spectacle. A critical player in this emotional symphony is the limbic system, a network of structures that manages our emotional responses. Let's delve into how this extraordinary system transforms experiences into feelings and how the brain conducts this internal melody. The limbic system, the maestro of emotions. The limbic system is like a troupe of actors working together to create our emotional experiences. Its three main structures are the amygdala, the hippocampus, and the hypothalamus. Amygdala. Think of the amygdala as the conductor for intense emotions. This small, almond-shaped structure is crucial for responding to fear and stress. When faced with a frightening situation, the amygdala triggers a quick response, preparing your body to act. Hippocampus. Imagine the hippocampus as the custodian of your memories. It helps form new memories and integrates emotional experiences with past information. Without it, recalling happy moments or learning from past experiences would be challenging. Hypothalamus. This structure serves as a central regulator, managing emotional responses as well as essential bodily functions like temperature and hunger. When you're hungry or overheated, the hypothalamus regulates these needs while also modulating your emotional state. Neurotransmitters, the messengers of emotions. Emotions are not just a play of lights and shadows but result from a chemical dance within the brain. Neurotransmitters are the chemical messengers that transmit signals between neurons and play a crucial role in our mood and behavior. Dopamine, known as the happiness neurotransmitter. Dopamine is involved in motivation and pleasure. It is released during joyful or satisfying experiences, making us feel good and encouraging us to seek out similar experiences. Serotonin. This neurotransmitter regulates mood, sleep, and appetite. Low serotonin levels are often linked with sadness and depression, while balanced levels contribute to emotional stability and well-being. Acetylcholine. Important for learning and memory. Acetylcholine helps consolidate new information and recall past memories. Struggles with memory might indicate a need for more acetylcholine activity. GABA, gamma-aminobutyric acid. GABA is the brain's primary inhibitory neurotransmitter, helping to calm neuronal activity and prevent anxiety. It acts as a brake on excessive excitement. Glutamate. As the main excitatory neurotransmitter, glutamate is essential for synaptic plasticity and learning. It stimulates neuronal activity and supports acquiring new knowledge. Decision-making. The brain at work. Decision-making is one of the brain's most complex functions. When faced with a choice, the brain evaluates options, balancing emotions and logic to make the best decision. The frontal lobes are key players in this process. Frontal lobes. Acting as the command center for planning, decision-making, and behavioral control, the frontal lobes assess options and consequences. Whether choosing a career path or making a financial decision, these lobes work to weigh the pros and cons and help you make a choice that aligns with your goals. Imagine choosing between job offers. The frontal lobes analyze the information, consider your long-term goals, and help you make a decision that balances emotions and reason. Example of brain function: problem solving. When solving a complex puzzle, the brain activates in remarkable ways. Prefrontal cortex. Essential for problem solving. The prefrontal cortex analyzes the problem, creates strategies, and plans steps to find a solution. Each time you fit a puzzle piece, your brain releases dopamine, reinforcing the behavior and motivating you to continue. The prefrontal cortex acts like a conductor, coordinating all aspects of problem solving. As you progress, the brain rewards you with dopamine bursts for each success. Neuroplasticity. The magic of brain change. One of the most fascinating aspects of the brain is neuroplasticity, its ability to change and adapt. This phenomenon allows the brain to form new synaptic connections in response to learning, experience, and recovery from injuries. When learning a new skill or language, your brain modifies its connections to accommodate new information. Neuroplasticity supports not only learning but also recovery from brain trauma, highlighting the brain's remarkable resilience. The nervous system directs every action, thought, and emotion. From managing emotions to problem-solving and adapting to new challenges, it is the engine that drives our interactions with the world. Understanding how it works brings us closer to understanding ourselves and offers valuable insights for improving our lives. If this exploration of the brain and emotions intrigued you, subscribe to the Human Science channel and activate the bell to stay updated on upcoming videos. Leave a comment below on which aspect of the brain surprised you the most, and share this video with friends to explore the wonders of the human body together. Thank you for following us, and stay tuned for more incredible discoveries on human science.